So the question we are asking you today is, should you start a business with your friend? Now, obviously, there are disadvantages and there are advantages to starting a business with your friend. Honestly, like the fundamental purpose of sometimes a marriage, except for companionship, is we are able to invest property together. We are able to safeguard property together. We are able to pool finances. And if one of us passes, it goes down to our generation. It goes down to, our children and the children of children. That's how you create generational wealth. And even with friends, it's the same thing. You're my friend, we have the same interests, we have the same goals, we have the same values. So we want to do something together, we pool our finances, we start this thing. The advantage is capital is readily available. If I could have done this on my own, probably would have needed the bank to help me out with this. That comes with its own challenges. But if it's my friend, your friend, we're good. We're able to take risks together. We're able to take burdens together. So it makes sense when friends start businesses together.
Yeah, one thing I know for sure though is that good fences make good neighbors. I repeat, good fences make good neighbors. If you're starting a business with your friend, your family member, whoever you're starting this business with, you need to have really clear responsibilities, roles, boundaries, and systems that are put in place to make sure that there is no overlapping, there's no mtu atasikia sijui, oh, you are taking advantage of me, oh, I put in more money than you. Let's put these things in writing. Let's create such clear boundaries that there is no room for ambiguity, because that's the one thing that goes out the window. The moment someone starts feeling more valuable to the enterprise, to the business than someone else, things just start shagala bagala. The moment you start making profits, things just shagala. So good fences make really good neighbors.
True. And also we have had the horror stories. We have had the stories of where one friend even took a loan in the name of the business and just dipped. We have heard of one person, especially when money is involved, and you guys, because you are friends, never defined, boundaries, never created contracts, even if they are your best of friends. As in, we do contracts with family members. Who is your friend? So where the business is involved, where two friendships have come together, there needs to be transparency about the finances. It makes no sense where we are both in business, but I have no idea how much we're making in this business. I am not involved in the finances. Either you're not committed to this business or you just don't care, because it doesn't make sense. You're going to be one of those people who are going to wake up one day and say, oh, even I did not know how much money we are making, or they hoodwinked me, or you're creating stories. We are asking you, did you guys have a contract? Did you guys have an agreement? Did you know the money you are making? Do you have access to said money? And I hate it. I get actually so pissed off when somebody comes up with a story talking about they were hoodwinked in the business. Or I'm like, how can access kwa bank account kwa nini? How kuna jua? You should be aware of everything that is going on. You should be as committed as your partner in the business. Yeah, because that imbalance of you're doing more and I'm just... it creates problems down the line.
Yeah, absolutely. And Jesus Christ.
Oh, sorry. Good. No, we're good.
Okay. And another issue is that I think it's very, very important to remain, as Tri has mentioned, to remain very, very transparent when it comes to finances. I think finance is one of those things that will really, really make or break, because as you said, the more ambiguity there is in any part or any aspect of the business, the more issues you begin to have. If you are in a position where there's no transparency of how the money is being used, which was being paid, if you have no systems to make sure that if there are payments that need to be made, they're made. If there's money that's coming in, it's put into like a till number or like a whatever. Like, if you don't have clear management systems of finance, you are going to have problems. Ambiguity in finance is the beginning of the end of that business. So try, and as much as you can, to have systems of transparency, systems where we understand 10 shillings was taken out of the business. What did it do? 10 shillings is needed for the business. Okay, what did we pay for? Is there a receipt for it? These kinds of things, they may feel very mundane, and they also may feel very annoying that you have to declare every single cent and where it's going and stuff like that. But I promise you, it's so much easier, because at any given point in time, no one can say, I did not know. Okay? Or no one can say, I thought you knew. You know, it's just, no ambiguity helps quite a bit.
Yeah, and sometimes because of the familiarity between friends, you know, we're friends, we're homies, like everything is good. It may be very difficult for you to separate the business from the friendship.
That's true.
And that conversation is usually weird, because while we're talking corporate and you're my friend, but it is very important for you to realize that our friendship and our business are two different entities. And it's really going to speak into how you resolve arguments, into how you have this conversation, into the tone you have this conversation. Even when we are having an actual business meeting and we're talking about contingencies, what if one person wants out? What if one person wants to include another person into the mix? Your friendship and you guys being able to distinguish between this is a business and this is our friendship, and they should you know, exist exclusively. Like, we should still remain friends even if our business did not work out. Like, even if our business is doing well, we should not break up because of, you know, something that happened at work. Leaving the work at work and your friendship in separate compartments.
It's important to have professional behavior where professional behavior is required, and knowing where what is. But another thing that you'll find is that you will also find that in some cases where egos and jealousy and all of these things start cropping up, I think that happens especially a lot when there is either success of this relationship or this business. You start having a bit of tension, or one person has more responsibility than the other. You find that someone can feel like, oh wow, you're still doing your own thing, why am I the one taking up that kind of thing? It can lead to a lot of issues down the line. So it's very, very important that you realize that that's a huge risk as you're getting into this business with your friend. Egos, man, oh my goodness. Ego? Oh, forget even jealousy. Ego. Hey, one person feeling that they're more important than the other. Yeah, it's a problem.
True. So I think bottom line, what we're telling you is, it's a good idea to start a business with your friend. You're more cushioned. If there's a loss, it's not just you who's experienced a loss, and it's not just you who's responsible for a loss. You're cushioned. It is split between you two. If there's success between you two, and life is good. But at the same time, create that structure. I know we are friends, but let's have a contract. I know we are friends, but let's have, you know, an understanding of what the business is, what options we have. If I wake up today and say, you know what, I don't feel like this is working for me anymore, I should have a way in the business to actually exit this without, you know, creating, you know, problems, or without just leaving my partner up. You know, you've just abandoned them, which is very unfair. So have structure in the business.
Yeah, good fences do make good neighbors, as we said. So I think, proceed with caution, but again, good fences, good neighbors. Contracts in place, having conversations about exit strategies, like who gets what when we leave, okay? Are we adding more people in this mix? How long do we see the business? Like, when do we start seeing, if it's a break even, if it's a loss, when do we leave this business? All of these things, important to have conversations about. Like, what timelines are there? Because honestly, a business can really, really run you dry. So yeah, when do we say, nope, this is not working out? When do we then, or when do we offload and open another shop or open another business, you know? When do we start to increase ourselves? Do we do that? What's the end goal for this? All of these things, important questions to ask and have conversations about, and put them down in writing, because people do be forgetting when it's convenient, baby. That's our show. My name is Kathomi Kathomi.
My name is Turife. We hope you loved this show. We'll see you tomorrow.